Santa Clara Carlos Hyde suffered a hip injury in the first quarter Thursday and was on the sideline for most of the period, but the 49-yard running back returned later in the game and scored his first touchdown of the season. His early absence had a big impact later in the opening quarter when one of Hyde's backups, Raheem Mostert, fumbled during a promising 49-yard drive and the Rams took over at their own 39-yard line. Los Angeles converted the turnover into a field goal that was a theme in the first half. When Brian Hoyer was intercepted on the first snap of the game, the Rams scored on a short Todd Gurley touchdown run on the next play. Hyde has looked good early in games and that continued Thursday. He gained 20 yards on his second run but also took a big hit from the Rams safeties at the end of the run. He carried for 3 yards on the next play but yielded to Matt Breida and Mostert for most of the first quarter. Hyde returned in the second quarter after receiving treatment on the sideline and didn't seem slowed by the injury. He gained 40 yards after sustaining the injury and scored his first touchdown of the season in the third quarter. After gaining the first down at the Los Angeles 6-yard line, Hyde got 3 consecutive carries before finally punching in the ball on fourth down from the 1-yard line. Juszczyk injured. Thursday's game was the first time Jaquiski Tarr and Jimmy Warren started a game at safety since they were seniors at Davidson High School in Mobile, Alabama. Tarr, however, was taken off the field in the third quarter after making the head-first tackle. Tarr had been declared questionable for the contest after suffering a neck injury against Seattle on Sunday. Rookie Lorenzo Jerome filled in at strong safety for the last quarter and half. Fullback Kyle Juszczyk, who had a 34-yard catch and run in the first half, left the game with a neck injury. He was the lead blocker on Hyde's touchdown and seemed to get injured on that series. Grandpa's allegiance. Former 49ers executive John McVay chuckled this week when his grandson, Rams head coach Sean McVay, said he supposed his grandfather would be cheering for Los Angeles on Thursday but wasn't sure. The elder McVay, after all, spent 20 seasons with the 49ers and was part of all 5 championships. It's hard to root for 2 teams at the same time, John McVay said by phone. He said he figures he'll be in the same awkward position for many years to come. This game is always evolving, and you need good, young coaches to keep up, he said. These teams have 2 of the best young minds in the game right now. McVay did not attend Thursday's game because there would be little time to visit with his grandson before the Rams flew back to Southern California. He said he plans on attending several games in Los Angeles, etc. Brian Hoyer's 9-yard touchdown in the first quarter was his first since October 18, 2009 when he was a rookie and Tom Brady's apprentice with the New England Patriots. Defensive end Elvis Dumervil seemed to record his 100th career sack in the first quarter when he brought down Jared Goff on third down. The play, however, was wiped out by a holding call against cornerback Donnie Johnson and the Rams would go on to an 8-play touchdown drive. Linebacker was on the sideline in sweatpants but without a walking boot on his injured right ankle, a sign that he is recovering well from the injury. The 49ers will have 10 days off before their next game at Arizona on October 1.